really. This YouTube thing been here for a long time. I need to change my room around. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that needs to go. That needs to go. But anyway, I'm not justifying this. I'm just explaining this. So please don't respond to me like, yo, why is this guy advocating the stereotypes of black women? I'm not. I'm trying to explain this. Hold on, I need more light. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm not trying to like justify this. I just feel like a lot of supported by certain women, and as a black woman, a lot of time you start off with this common negative stereotype, and it's for unfair, unjust reasons. But the foundation that about everything I'm going to say in this video starts with this. It does matter, and it is unfair that the stereotype exists, but the only thing you could do moving forward is to work against it. I had some friends, some black friends, educated, good on paper, master's degree, career, job, own a house, which is crazy in New York City. It's hard to own a house in New York City. Houses here is overpriced. When we hang out, very often they ask me, why do I talk to black women? And I was like, because that's what I'm attracted to primarily. You know, I'm open to every ethnicity, but primarily that's what I'm into. If you're not black and I'm talking to you, you had something extra that really amused me. And the thing with like black, the thing is that a lot of them say the same thing, like they're too aggressive, they don't get along, and they snap too many jokes, and they come too defensive and they attack too much. So one night, me and like 3 of my friends was hanging out, and for some reason these girls came through, and then there was this one black chick who said she had, during the conversation, said she had a hard time dating. I made some assumptions of why she said she had a hard time dating, and later on in the conversation, and she was just saying something. I don't remember exactly what she said, but this guy agreed with her, and he said during the agreement, what was your name again? That's what he said to her, and she freaked out. She was like, but she was really aggressive. She's like, you should fucking know that. Now, regardless if he was wrong from not remembering her name or not, she still looked a certain way. The way she approached the situation, I felt was not good. And I felt like she could have approached it differently. Later on in that conversation, out of the other 3 guys that I was hanging with, one of them was Latin. So there was this white girl that was, and we was talking about the same day, same group, same event. This white girl was talking to the Latin guy, and the Latin guy dissed her. Dude said something along the line, was like, yo, I think what you did was stupid. And she responded back, was like, oh, you coming a bit kind of hard, don't you think? And she said it with a smile. And then the dude later recanted and like came a little bit easier. And after that, the tone of the conversation changed. It became kind of like a battle of the sexes. But the thing is, like, with this Caucasian woman, I wish this black woman, the black woman I was talking about in the beginning, approached the situation the same way. Because the thing is that regardless of how anything is, we as black people have to work towards changing something. It should not be that way, and it shouldn't have to be that way, but this is the position that we are in. But overall, I felt like what the black woman said was just not necessary. It wasn't necessary for her to come off as strongly as she did. She could have said something without coming off that harsh. She could have just said, my name is so-and-so. You can hold it against them, but the point is just how she said shit. Like, for a lot of black women that I've encountered, they feel like the way they say something is justified. It's not always justified, and you should not always say things the way you're saying it. So my my first message in this video: be positive, be genuinely positive at all times during the conversation. And this is just part one, but I'm gonna break it up just because I'm like really busy and I can't, and I really can't devote so much time to making the video that I want to make. But my key thing is just, ladies, it's very important how you say something. Be very positive and focus on a positive in your life, not just in your life, just a positive response to something, and you will gradually get out of this box of being the lady with a nasty attitude. That's my recommendation. And a lot of these things that I'm about to tell you in this came from a woman named Dr. Sandra Miles. So it's like a lot of people might look at me like, you're not a black female, how could you understand? Well, I'm not a black female, but I interacted with enough black women and mixed races to see how people react and why they react and why they think what they think about black women. And I'm getting some information from another African American woman. Land your comments, me back, not a psychologist, but I do think we need to start a movement.